Oh, I have some cousins.
Yep.
I hope it's a good athlete.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most surprising familial discoveries made by celebrities on the genealogy documentary series Finding Your Roots, or any of its related variations.
I knew it. I'm telling you, I knew this was going to happen. Oy, I'm having a hot flash.
Number 10, Tina Fey. At first glance, it may appear that Tina Fey and founding father Benjamin Franklin share nothing in common, other than their luscious shoulder-length locks, of course. However, a surprising connection between the two was revealed on Finding Your Roots. It turns out Fey's paternal fifth great-grandfather was John Hewson, an English textile manufacturer trained in London.
That looks so much like my dad.
Really?
Yes.
Hewson moved to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at the suggestion of his friend Benjamin Franklin, who helped him establish a quilting factory there. Shortly after, the American Revolution broke out and reached Pennsylvania. Despite being English himself, Hewson seemingly opposed British colonialism in America and served as a patriot during the war.
Full name of soldier, Captain John Hewson.
Today, his quilt work still hangs at the Met.
I tried to make a quilt once. I didn't finish.
So maybe you didn't get the quilting gene.
I didn't get it. I didn't get the quilting gene.
Number 9, Brendan Fraser. It's not uncommon for striking employees to harbour anger and frustration towards so-called scab workers. But it seems one of actor Brendan Fraser's ancestors may have taken things a little too far.
What's it like to read that, to think that is your ancestor shooting another man?
Fraser's great-great-grandfather, Patrick Devine, migrated from Ireland to the US and found employment in a Pennsylvania coal mine. As an Irish immigrant, Devine faced discrimination at work and protested a wage reduction by going on strike.
1900 census shows him working again in the mines, meaning that somehow he got himself rehired, despite having fired shots at his replacement.
When scab workers replaced the striking employees, Devine and another engineer shot one of the replacements, although he miraculously survived.
They had a plan. That's criminal.
It was a shocking revelation for Fraser, who couldn't help but wonder if his ancestors' extreme actions did anything to solve the underlying issues.
I don't believe you should fire guns at people to get what you need, but then again, it's not 1875 right now.
Number 8, Angela Davis. Throughout her career as a political activist, Angela Davis has consistently fought against various forms of structural racism.
Racism is indeed the key problem faced by the people of the country, and the threat of fascism is growing.
So when she appeared on Finding Your Roots in 2023, it was shocking to learn that her ancestors were among America's first white settlers. Davis was revealed to be a descendant of William Brewster, one of the 102 passengers who arrived at the colonies on the Mayflower. The ironic discovery serves as a poignant reminder of the intricate nature of human ancestry. Davis's heritage also extends throughout a complex mix of bloodlines involving slave owners and enslaved people. Notably, one of her ancestors played a pivotal role in securing the freedom of his nephews by taking their master to court.
So do you see a little bit of him and his determination trickling down that family tree of yours?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, definitely.
Number 7, Carrie Washington. Although Carrie Washington didn't necessarily make this shocking discovery on Finding Your Roots, it might not have come to light if not for the show.
We need to talk to you. That simple 6-word text message changed Carrie Washington's life forever.
The actress, who had reportedly always felt a disconnect with her dad, opted to undergo a genealogy test on the series. However, she noticed her father's reluctance to provide DNA samples for the procedure. This apparently stemmed from the fact that Washington's parents had conceived her using a sperm donor, a detail they never disclosed to her.
The revelatory news that she was not her father's biological child sent Carrie on an emotional journey of self-discovery that she's sharing in her new memoir, Thicker Than Water.
Realizing that the test would uncover this information, Washington's parents finally revealed the truth. The actress credits host Henry Louis Gates Jr. for encouraging her parents to come clean, acknowledging that it has strengthened her bond with them.
You know, at some point we have to accept that our parents do the best they can, and then we have to fill the gap by parenting ourselves.
Number 6, Anderson Cooper. When award-winning journalist Anderson Cooper appeared on Finding Your Roots in October 2014, he made a disconcerting revelation about one of his ancestors.
Holy crap.
Cooper's 4th great-grandfather, Burwell Doykin, was a slave owner in the southern United States, overseeing a plantation with 12 slaves. At some point, one of the enslaved people managed to escape, but he was later recaptured and locked in a shed. The escapee eventually rebelled and fatally attacked Boykin with a farm hoe.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
For this act of defiance, the slave was executed without a fair trial. Despite being stunned by the violent nature of the murder, Cooper acknowledged he felt no sympathy for his late ancestor.
Think he deserved it?
Yeah,
You do?
I have no doubt.
It's a horrible way to die, Anderson.
He had 12 slaves. I don't feel bad for him.
Number 5, Bill Maher and Bill O'Reilly. They are two of the most contrasting political commentators on the air. Bill Maher is an outspoken liberal atheist, while Bill O'Reilly is as much of a conservative Christian as anyone can get.
I mean, if you're a religious person and the Bible is written by God, why is stuff in the Bible untrue?
Well, because it's allegorical, Bill.
However, despite their stark differences, both men share a surprising connection. In a Season 3 episode of Finding Your Roots, it was revealed that the two polar opposite personalities are actually distant cousins. Through Y-DNA test analysis, both men were traced back to a common male ancestor from the medieval Irish kingdom of Brethna. It just goes to show that no matter how different we may appear to be, we often share more similarities than we realise.
You can pick your friends. You cannot select your relatives.
Number 4, Joe Madison. Imagine going your entire life believing you know who exactly your parents are, only to have that belief completely shattered.
Growing up, he spent very little time living with his parents and came to me with basic questions about his roots.
That was the plight of veteran radio talk show host Joe Madison. In 2019, Madison appeared on Finding Your Roots and discovered, through a DNA test, that Felix Madison, the man he thought was his biological father, actually wasn't. This revelation was so sensitive that host Henry Louis Gates Jr. had to share it with Madison privately, away from all the cameras and recording equipment.
I appreciated your sincerity and concern.
Through the show, Madison also learned that his biological grandfather was one of the study subjects in the controversial Tuskegee syphilis experiment. Number 3, Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedwick. The 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon trivia game purports that every actor in Hollywood can be linked to Kevin Bacon by just 6 or fewer connections. If true, this would apply to his own wife, actress Kira Sedwick. However, in 2011, the couple discovered that their connection goes far beyond marital vows or a fun trivia game. In fact, through Finding Your Roots, Bacon and Sedwick learned that they are cousins.
Met that guy before?
See, I knew it.
Although their relationship is quite distant, as the two are actually 9th cousins once removed. Interestingly, it appears the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon isn't limited to just Hollywood. Bacon was also revealed to be related to Brad Pitt, Barack Obama, and King Edward I.
Oh, the King of England.
Edward I, King of England, is your 22nd great
grandfather.
Look at that.
You are descended from royalty.
Wow.
Number 2, Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck's appearance on the second season of Finding Your Roots sparked a controversy that threatened the show's future.
Wow, that is incredible.
Results of the genealogy tests exposed the fact that one of Affleck's ancestors was a slave owner. This revelation seemed to embarrass the actor, prompting him to request that the producers omit it in favour of less controversial details.
You are descended from a patriot.
I knew I felt a special affinity for the football team.
But you know what they say, nothing stays hidden under the sun. During the infamous Sony Pictures hack in 2014, an email leaked which revealed Affleck's unusual request. As a result, the third season of Finding Your Roots was temporarily suspended. Affleck later apologised for his actions, and the show eventually returned to the air.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's so much of people's history that gets lost over time. You have to really work to hold on to it, I suppose.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Larry David and Bernie Sanders. On the surface, comedian Larry David and US Senator Bernie Sanders share a lot of similarities.
All of that activity certainly shaped my life.
They're both elderly Jewish men born in New York City in the 1940s. Sanders even had a brother named Larry, while David has impersonated the senator multiple times on Saturday Night Live.
Not a fan of the banks. They trample on the middle class. They control Washington. And why do they chain all their pens to the desks? Who's trying to steal a pen from a bank? Makes no sense.
However, when they both participated on Finding Your Roots in 2017, they discovered an even deeper connection. They're sixth cousins once removed. This surprising revelation seemed to delight both men.
What the hell?
Although they were clearly taken aback by it.
You're kidding.
Now we just eagerly anticipate seeing the fictionalized version of the discovery on Curb Your Enthusiasm. What other celebrities do you think may share an eerie connection? Share your suggestions in the comments below.
ScarJo? Yes!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.